What up, Dokkaners? So there's just been so much excitement injected back into the Dokkan community with these part 2 reveals that I wanted to go a little bit further in and check out what the JP players at the fan meetup got to see and experience. Obviously, we won't get the be able to experience the thing ourselves, but we'll still get sort of the gist from it. And considering the global fan meetup had its first version of that last year, there are some major similarities. Obviously, it's going to be pretty much the same sort of shtick. Like, they're not going to really change too much except for the characters. But yeah, I wanted to go through some of this stuff. And then also somebody posted on the Reddit something about sort of like I think a collection of what the sentiments were coming out of this thing. So we'll take a look at that as well. So just kind of going through some of the screenshots from various JP players. We got our Daima characters here. We've got the tables. They had this at the global fan meetup as well with the different like character art on it and stuff. This looks pretty cool. Looks pretty neat. Oh, what's this? This is some sort of like sweepstakes. 4, 12, 172. I don't know what this is. Can we translate it maybe? First time attending the Dokkan fan meetup was the best. I want to go again next year. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I think it was just some sort of a raffle to like win free shirts, like free merch and stuff. Okay. We got some signed posters. If I remember correctly, this is also some sort of a reward that you would get for like winning certain missions. Like they had time attack missions at the global fan meetup. So it was probably something like that. All right. Pretty cute. Pretty cute. What is this? So they got their lanyard. They got some posters. Got a towel right here. Is that a phone case? What is that? Looks like a phone case. This is like some sort of metal pin. These are some collectible thingy-majiggies. I don't know what this is. This looks like a booster pack, but this looks way nicer than the global collection. I mean, what the hell? It looks really good. Okay. This, what does that say? Actually, no, I think we have another screenshot that zooms in on this a little bit further. We'll take a look at that. Let's see. What are you saying here? I won the special prize. Poster signed by... Oh, that was Vegeta. Third prize, clear file in the lottery. Oh, yeah, they had lottery stuff, especially for the special prize, which was fierce competition with only 2 winning slots. When I found out I won, I was in a daze, shocked, joy, and all sorts of emotions. I love reading like JP players just wholesome comments about Dokkan. Like, even though the Google Translate is stupid, it still gets that wholesomeness all the way across. So yeah, we already saw this one. These are the 2 things. Ooh. This is like official booster pack type stuff, huh? Looks like a secret. Actually, wait. Is this? No, it's not. But it kind of looks like those like secret rare PSA cards. Cool. Did I just post the same? Oh, yeah. Okay. They show a wall of the older anniversary characters. 1 year, 2 year, 3, 4, 5, 6, so forth. Moving on to this. So this was apparently just like support memories featuring quotes from the people, I think, in attendance. Everyone's screams are being displayed in sorts of ways, huh? Why is the special move flying straight? Okay, stupid Google Translate. I don't know what that means, but I'm pretty sure this is just that. Like, it's just quotes from the various people in attendance, which is pretty cool. Is this a duffel? What is that? Is it just a giant poster? Imagine if this was like a mouse pad or a desk mat. Oh, what a beautiful desk mat. If any of you want to send this to me, go ahead. A couple more here. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but we have another shot of this. It's a lanyard that basically like shows your name, your title, your... Oh, it's got to be the various metrics in your game. Like whatever they show in the game right now, it would have to be that. So the first one is 1 million. I don't know what that would be here in relation because I have 120,000 for rank reached. Hit a potential, I've got 700,000. Linked skills at max level, I've got 15 million. It might be that considering this person's rank is 665. Although it could just be different stuff because look at this. This is the date of the venue. This is the user ID. So yeah, this has got to be something else. Okay. I mean, still, it's really cool. Okay. A couple more here. Someone was making the comparison Vegeta and Majin Vegeta, which is very much a thing. They did a bunch of data stuff. This is what they're talking about at the beginning of the live broadcast, Dokkan Data 2025. So this is where they were kind of just summarizing various stats about Dokkan. They did this at Battle Hour, and they'll probably do this again at the upcoming Battle Hour. So I don't really know how to decipher all this stuff. Like, what is it, like most used character? Actually, there's no way that's most used character. Is that Jace? Yeah, that's definitely not most used character. I don't know what that is. This is stamina. This is, I don't know. This is, what is this? Wait, hold on. 11, and it shows the Gogeta. What does that mean? What does all this mean, I wonder? Interesting. Okay, so we got some pie charts. Oh, it's rank. Okay, so this shows the distribution of people in rank, and I would imagine this is probably, oh, you know what? I think it's JP and global. I think that's what that is. I think they're comparing the two. So out of the two Ginyu Force characters, like the JP version uses the Ginyu more, and the global version uses Jace. I don't know. But just a lot of interesting stuff, right? Just fun little factoids for Dokkan players to enjoy. And the number one most used item for both versions, I think, was a Senzu Bean. Number 2 was Ghost Ashtar. Number 3, oh, it's the same. Wow. Percentages are different. Number 1 support memory used, not a surprise. Oolong. Number 2 is Kid Icarus. Is that what that is? I need to see that up close. Yeah, that is actually a pretty good support memory. Number 3, dude, I never use these. The ones that have temporary boosts, I never use these, but apparently a lot of people do. All right. To each their own, I guess. What else we got here? Most game overs, legendary Goku event. Percentages of people probably completing the event, the Festival of Battles. 10% on JP, 8% on global. What is this? Festival of Battles. Maybe attempts? Nah, there's got to be more than that. I don't know. How many people have hit 999 once? I don't know. A lot of interesting stuff. So whenever global gets this, we'll obviously get to see all those stats. That'll be cool. Okay, so here's a close-up. Oh, shoot. Well, okay. His ID is there, so I guess it's not that big a deal. So I don't know what this is. I think, no. This is the overall power level. That's what it is. So he is at rank 1133. His overall power level is this. Date of the venue. Huh? 2026, 27? Maybe I'm too sleepy to understand. Okay. It's still cool. Still cool. They did the same thing at the global fan meetup. And then, okay, so more stats are back here. Total stamina used, right? Total stamina used? This, I don't know what that is. Oh, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Very fascinating. Okay. I think we pretty much covered like all the cool stuff here. Yeah, another shot of the cards in their display. Everyone else is sort of gathering here. You can see the stage up there. All right, so now let's talk about this Reddit post. So some impressions of JP fans who saw the exclusive fan meeting animations. So this is a general TLDR, and I guess take this with a grain of salt because I don't have a way of like, you know, cross-referencing or verifying or anything like that, but I don't think this person would be posting random stuff, but maybe they would. I don't know. So take it with a grain of salt. They saw GT Duo's entrance animation. GT Super Saiyan 4 EX Super or active. It is unclear which. Interesting. It is unclear. Wouldn't that be pretty obvious to tell because they would show the like the card art kind of moving around with the yellow bar? Wouldn't that dictate that it's an EX? Okay. So it looks like they showed more, obviously. Super Duo entrance animation. Royal Blue was active skill or EX. I did combine some fans to make the post shorter. Super Saiyan 4 seems to be melee attacks into a Kamehameha, which has amazing movement quality and ends with destroying a building. Ah, I know what that makes me think of. Makes me think of this. Also the 7th anniversary LR. Okay. Royal Blue Vegeta seems to have an homage to the move he does against Nappa in Saiyan Saga, where he launched the enemy up in the air and releases energy from his whole body to erase them, similar to the attack that future Trunks uses against Cell, the Heat Dome, and Gogeta's Meteor Explosion. So some sort of an aerial attack that originates from the ground. Okay, that, I mean, I know exactly what this is. I mean, let me pull up the image. You know, considering his EX attack is an homage to Majin Vegeta, this does not surprise me in the least. Chucks him up in the air and takes him out with that. Dude, I'm fine with it. And this is exactly why the argument against a character who doesn't have many moves can't be used, because they have proven that they are willing to take creative liberties and do things like this where they integrate elements from other aspects of the character in the history. So this is just another example of that. Plus, with Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta having been apparently exclusively an anniversary release, we've pretty much covered all the different versions of what Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta could do. So it's only natural for them to start getting creative with it and adding some weird stuff like this. I like that. That sounds cool. That sounds pretty cool. The only time you get to see something like this is when you use the LR Vegeta Nappa's active skill, which why would you ever? You would never do that. That's dope. People are generally saying these animation qualities surpass AGL Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Trunks quality, especially the Royal Blue Vegeta attack. I mean, from what we saw already, I was already saying that. Like, that does not surprise me. GDC, not as good as 11th Anniversary. That's how it should be. It seems UI Royal Blue used compositions from the manga here and there. Yes. Very good. There won't be any updates to the Whis equipment event for a while. I think JP players might have brought that up. Also, just a vibe, but it seems like people love Geppy over there, maybe even more than Omatsu. They were rushing to take pictures with him. Interesting. I thought Omatsu's like the head honcho. Huh. I mean, they're both wholesome, lovable people. Note, I don't know the terms they use for EX supers in Japan, so I'm not sure what super combo attack or super move means. So I'm not sure if Super Saiyan 4 Goku or Royal Blue Vegeta's was an EX super or an active skill. Yeah. The general view I'm getting is that most people are confused when they saw the EX super or an active for either because they were voiced. I mean, yeah, that was sort of the initial confusion, but with an EX attack, they show the card art with the yellow streak across the card. So if that's not being shown either, then I guess there is some confusion. Okay. But still, I'm getting some cool takeaways from this. Fan 1, both duos had performances that were on another level and looked amazing. Royal Blue Vegeta had homages to Saiyan Saga. Homages, plural. Fan 2, I got nervous since when I was up on stage. I could vaguely see the cue cards with the character displayed right on the monitor. Even so, the performance was ridiculously impressive. This must be the work of Trunks and Gogeta animators people were talking about. Fan 3, the original animations were on a whole new level of insane quality that we've ever seen. They've completely surpassed Gogeta's animations. Fan 4, Royal Blue Vegeta's attack was similar to Gogeta Blue's meteor explosion and Trunks' heat dome attack. I was so impressed I almost passed out. Super Saiyan 4 Goku's Kamehameha movement quality far surpasses the Dragon Ball anime. This person I actually talked to on Twitter for a bit. Okay. Fan 5, I asked him if he was shown any Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta active attack. He said none were shown, but a sneak peek was hinted at a fusing scene, but nothing happened in the end. Interesting. Interesting. I know some people going into or coming out of this 11th Anniversary Part 2 were hoping for some sort of a fusion. I personally don't want any fusion. I would like it to just be Goku Vegeta, but I don't know, if we take this at face value, maybe there's a chance some of it shows up, similar to how the gods go blue and then their active skill is Gogeta, maybe something like that. He knows, and he knows I like my fusion, so he told me a couple of people were asking Omatsu, since 3rd anniversary LRs were given homages during the 10th anniversary, and the 4th anniversary LRs were given homages during the 11th anniversary, will the 5th anniversary receive them next year? Oh, 3rd anniversary LRs were given. Oh, right. The 10th anniversary units did pay homage to the. Right. That's why people were talking about the 4th anniversary units so much. I thought that they just forgot that the 3rd anniversary LRs were next for Super Easy A's, but that's totally true. Because we see at the beginning of the Super Saiyan 4 animation it's just them standing next to each other in their LR poses. Will the 5th anniversary receive them next year? Omatsu paused, awkwardly smiled, and said that he couldn't see his face properly after that. But a few people were laughing, so basically he thinks it's likely, but this is a nothing burger and unrelated, just a fun bit. I wouldn't get your hopes up for the Blue Fusion's 12th anniversary, just based solely on this. I am. Okay. I think Blue Gogeta and Blue Vegito. I have been dying for their straight up fusions just to be Blue Fusion all the way. I think that's going to happen 12th anniversary. Fan number 6, Super Saiyan 4 Goku's EX Super Attack or Active. It was voiced, so I couldn't tell. Was a very rapid flurry of attacks. He fires an amazing Kamehameha and destroys a building. For UI Royal Blue in the second half, they used some compositions from the manga here and there, like the parts where he hits Jiren with the Kamehameha, or the scene right before he awakens to silver hair after Maris disappears and such. Wait, what? Okay, well, that's not much context to be given, but that is not in the Super manga from the stuff that we've seen in the anime. That is even further beyond. Okay. Manga references is what we care about. Okay. And that's good because that's where we're heading, right? Fan 8. According to what Omatsu and Geppi told me, it seems like there won't be any updates to the God level intensive training for a while. What is the God level intensive? Oh, that's the Whis event. Okay. Fan 9. Royal Blue move was the one where they launch the enemy up into the air, then release energy from their whole body and erase them. It felt like an homage that combined the scene where Nappa gets wiped out and the one where Future Trunks wipes out Cell, but looks like the meteor explosion by Gogeta. I think I know what this means. In terms of the framiness, you know, the frames involved, the impacts and all that stuff, I think that's where this comes into play. But as far as the visual callback, it's more appropriate to point out the Nappa scene with a little bit of the Trunks, maybe from the angle. I think that's probably what it is, because Vegeta will throw Nappa up into the air, and you see the shot from this angle down here, but maybe you also see it from Nappa's perspective above, similar to how Cell gets heat domed and killed. That's probably how it is. Just art direction stuff, integrating all this stuff. So a lot of promising stuff just from this. And you know what? I believe it. I believe it. After what I saw in this reveal, I believe all of it. So I am very much looking forward to this. What I'm taking away from this is that we are getting more references. We are getting manga love, and Royal Blue is going to be peak. That is what I'm seeing. My only question is, why does this have to be a part exclusive? Like, why can't this be uniform across the board? Why do they have to do? Because I'm not saying that the Daima animations look bad, but they are not on the same level as this. I'm sorry. And I am a Daima glazer, minus the few animations that I'm not too fond of. But the Daima animations are good, but this just completely mogs them. In the 10 seconds that we saw, they look better than the Daima animations. Why do they do that? I don't know anything about the game development, so I, couldn't speak to it. But it's just baffling to me that this has to be a thing where they can only put their eggs in one basket in one part. Although that's not the case. For GDC, the animations for Vegito were pretty good. No, I don't know. I don't know. That's my only question. But this is a really fun read, and dude. Can we time travel? Can we just sleep for like 5 days, please? I need to see stuff. This is awesome. This is so freaking exciting. Oh, by the way, chat. Just wanted to point out, Sunshine has a YouTube channel if you guys are interested in checking out some of his stuff. I will try to post a link in the description if I remember. But I wanted to point that out. And then also, what was this? Let's see. At the Dokkan Battle meeting, 2 new character entrance animations, Goku's special move and Royal Blue Vegeta's active skill were exclusively revealed. Apparently, Super Saiyan 4 Goku's animation is really cool. That's not much of a surprise there. And then what was this? Yeah, people are talking about how it looks like, meteor explosion. That's enough. That's enough for me. That satiates my appetite for a little while. So I think with this, I will be able to hold on and wait until the 13th when we actually see the full kits, the full animations, and we will see that Royal Blue Vegeta is back to being the #1 unit of all time in Dokkan. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. Leave in the comments your thoughts on the pictures, the screenshots, and more importantly, the testimonials of these JP Dokkan players who were able to attend the event. Looks pretty exciting. Sounds pretty exciting. Which character are you more excited to see? Let me know your thoughts overall in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you'll let YouTube know you're going to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.